Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're kind of delaying for you guys.
What is going on, buddy?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Alright.
You stay. Fuck!
No? Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. He always gets camera shy at the beginning of the video.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's why I gotta help out. We're getting used to it, so. But today we're kind of delaying for the turbo manifold. We're sorry, you guys. The issue is that the engine is actually slanted in the engine bay, and we're using the engine on the engine stand to make the turbo kit. We have it standing straight up. We don't know what the angle is supposed to be, so we don't want to mess up trying to make the hood exit, and then we put in the actual car, it's at a different angle, and the hood exit's actually crooked. We don't want to do that. So we're actually going to be delaying that for a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta finish.
Alright, so next Wednesday.
It's his.
Yeah, my car. Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't even know
what I'm saying anymore.
I just built the turbo kit. He's doing the maintenance and everything, so he has to take over.
Alright, so now basically the motor's still torn apart, so we can't do anything with the hood dump until we get the motor back in the car. So probably next Wednesday, after this video, we're gonna go and start trying to put it back together, and then just have it towed here. Because it's not gonna start without all the wiring. So
we'll either tow it here, or the house is only about maybe 2 minutes away from my house.
Pushing it?
No, I could just bring my welder over.
That is true. Yeah.
Or 20. Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But we're gonna do the maintenance on the motor now. It's out. We're gonna do oil pan gasket, rear main seal, front main seal, valve cover gasket. The maintenance on the motor has water pump, thermostat, fuel pressure.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my water pump to get here though.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
We're gonna do the maintenance and everything on the motor. That's why we're unfortunately gonna be delaying it for you guys. But good news is, if you watched our last video, you know that the turbo kit is actually done.
Yep.
All we have to do yet is just the wastegate dump tube, the water pipe, and the hood exit for the exhaust. But with all that, we need the motor inside the car, so we have the proper angle and we know how to fit everything. But that's all that's left for the turbo kit. If you guys watch our other videos, we appreciate it. Please go check those out. If you did not, we'll figure out how to add the link for those. Yeah, we'll put the link for those other videos if you guys didn't see it. We have 3 parts to it, I believe. We're gonna have part 4 when we make the exhaust and everything, but that's for another time once we get everything else done. But today we're gonna, like we said, we're trying to get you guys content almost every Wednesday now. So good news is today we're actually gonna be starting the carbon fiber work like we had told you guys. Yes, that looks so good.
It does.
That looks so good.
Nice. I don't know if I can get it there.
Here, let's check that out.
We're basically doing this just because we couldn't do anything with the motor.
Oh man,
so
yes, we are. What do you say?
Improvising.
We're improvising. Yes, we are improvising. But it's also content. We did promise you guys carbon work, and that's what we're gonna bring to you guys today. So today, good news is we finally got our carbon in the mail. I waited about maybe 2 weeks for it to come in. It was supposed to come in a couple days ago, but it finally came in today. No rush. I guess it's perfect because we couldn't make any footage on the motor, so it came just in time. So we got
I will throw a couple clips though. tag in the dump tube.
Yes. So we got our chop mat today. I got this from what was the name?
Hold up.
We'll get your name in a second. Anyways, so this is 1-inch cut. Just a bunch of random pieces of carbon. This is how they come.
Precision.
It's cut. We got this off Composite.
Hey, just yeah.
That's the website right there. I'm not good with the camera. There we go. Right there. This is exactly what we got. Precision cut chopped carbon fiber from Composite Envisions. So I got 2 pounds of this. You can order the carbon fiber by the pound. They come with different size cuts. We got the 1-inch piece because we are doing a big piece of the carbon fiber this time. But for like, if you guys want to do something small, like door handles or interior pieces or whatever, they sell different size cuts. We got the 1-inch pieces like we said. So they're cut 1 inch in length. And it's just a bunch of random different sizes inside. They sell 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch pieces, 1-inch pieces. And it's all for just whatever you guys are doing. So on today's episode, we are going to bring you guys my trunk. We're going to be bringing you guys my trunk. So we are going to be doing something different that has never been done before. We believe has not been done before. We are going to be doing a CSL style trunk. Now you can buy the CSL style trunks for the E90 or the E92, but it's just a plain weave carbon and it's kind of hard to get. They're mostly out of stock all the time, or it's very expensive to get that part. We are going to be doing a different style. It's still going to have the ducktail as a CSL style trunk, but it's gonna be different. We're doing what's called the Batman wing style. So what we did was we went on eBay and we bought just a cheap little wing, plastic. This wing was probably like 80-90 bucks, I don't remember exactly. And then we're gonna be molding it to my LCI E90 trunk. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be using this wing to get the design that we want. So let me get you guys off of the tripod, and then I'm gonna take you guys with me. So this is gonna be the wing. It has that nice kick up as a CSL style, and then has a nice fangs, whatever you guys want to call it, in the middle. So it's the Batman. And then I think it's gonna look pretty good once it's all molded in and carbon fibered. It has that nice kick up, a nice sporty look. I think this spoiler design comes off of the M4 or the M4 GTS comp, something like that. So we think it's gonna look pretty good. We're excited. Today we're gonna show you guys putting it on the car. We're gonna mold it. Then we're gonna sand it down and get it all waxed up, getting ready for Bondo work. And then after we get it all molded up to the car and all sanded down nice and smooth, the goal at the end of the day is to make sure that this little cheap wing that we got off of eBay looks like it feels one piece with the trunk. I don't want to mold the carbon fiber and make it look like if it's a two-piece, it's going to look kind of retarded, I think. I want it to make it look like one piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to 3M tape this to the trunk like you would. And then we're going to sand down the whole trunk, scuff it all up, and we're going to throw Bondo on the seams. And then we're going to make it look smooth like with the trunk, like if it was all one piece, a one-piece trunk. Then after that, we're probably going to have to save this for next video because it's a cloudy day today. We don't have any sunlight. I also don't have the rest of the stuff to actually finish the carbon fiber. We're just going to start the process today. I still need to get a vacuum pump. I need to get the vacuum bags, all the other stuff. I need to get the actual resin. I'm still doing research. There's some resins out there that when they cure, they actually cure yellowish. So it makes the carbon look aged. I don't want that. I want a 100% clear epoxy. So once we do all that, the goal is do the carbon fiber around it once it's all waxed. Do the carbon fiber, forged carbon all around it. Once it's cured, we're gonna peel the carbon off of the trunk, and we're actually gonna cut the trunk. We're still gonna leave the steel frame on the inside, so the skin can actually have some reinforcement onto it. I'm not gonna make it 100% carbon trunk. Maybe in the future that's something we can do, but we're still testing stuff. This is our first time working with carbon, so we're just working slowly here. So what we're gonna do is have the whole outside of the shell carbon with the wing and everything all bonded up real nicely. Once that's cured, we're actually gonna pull the carbon off, and the carbon should look exactly like this. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the trunk. We're gonna cut main steel. We're gonna leave like maybe a 1 inch around the whole thing, the whole border, so we can actually maybe epoxy the carbon fiber to the steel on the inside. And then you'll be able to see the carbon weave and everything when you open the trunk. It's gonna look real dope. So it's gonna give us the weight reduction as well, because we're gonna be cutting most of the steel off. It's gonna be carbon skin on the outside, and it's gonna have the steel frame on the inside. Let's get all this stuff off. Don't mind the mess I have in my trunk. I have a little toolbox and a radio. So this steel frame that you guys see here on the inside, this is still gonna be here. That's what's gonna be supported onto the carbon. But the outside skin that you guys see here, this is all gonna get cut off. It's all gonna get cut off. These headlights are gonna come off, and the carbon fiber is actually gonna get that same indentation. So when we cut all this off, your headlight will be able to bolt up exactly how it was OEM. It's just, this is now gonna be carbon, forged carbon. So we're super excited for this. Like I said, it's our first time. It's gonna something that's never been done before. I believe I have not seen something like this. I have not seen anything forged, any forged carbon for the exterior for the E90, E92 platform. And especially with this style of the wing on the CSL style, I have not seen it. So we're excited to be the first ones to bring it to you guys and show you exactly how it's made so you guys can possibly replicate it. So we're gonna set you guys up on a different angle of the camera so you guys can see the process of us starting it up. We're gonna put some music so you guys can just enjoy the process of us doing it. See you guys in a few. Alright guys, so we just finished mounting up the wing. We prepped the steel trunk for carbon fiber in the future. So what we did was we just got some Scotch-Brite. We just sanded down the whole trunk, got rid of the clear coat, give it something strong so the Bondo and the resin or whatever we put on there can actually hold on to. So now it has little scuff marks on here so you guys can see. So we got the wing mounted. We put some electrical tape on the body panel so we don't scratch that up while sanding the trunk. We're not doing anything to this. We want to keep the clear coat and the whole body looking good. We did the same thing for the tail lights. We don't sand that either. We did it all around. So what we did was we scuffed everything up with some Scotch-Brite. We did it up to here for now. We're going to do that eventually once we get to it. For now, we just focused on getting the mold for the wing. Wing is put on. Fitment is absolutely perfect, bro. For an eBay part, I think I paid like maybe less than 90 bucks for this wing. Now it's carbon, it's not the it's ABS plastic. It's not the carbon one that you can buy, which is a little more expensive. I don't care for that because like I said, we're making the whole trunk out of forged carbon. So I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up well, but this is all faded and it's matte now. It's no longer shiny like the rest of the car. So that's perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take you guys back on the time lapse. We just want to give you guys a quick update. We're actually going to fill up the little gap now here with some Bondo, and we're going to sand it smooth with the trunk so it's a smooth transition so it all looks as one piece. We're also going to do the same thing for back here. We're all going to mold this with some Bondo. Once it's all bonded up, sanded real nicely, we're going to throw some filler primer on here. Actually, I don't think we're going to do the primer. Maybe, we'll see. We're going to throw some maybe primer or something just so we can make sure we have no gaps inside there. So when we throw the carbon fiber on top, it's gonna be nice and smooth. So yeah, we're gonna take you guys back on time lapse. So that's the end of this video. We wanted to get you guys more footage. Unfortunately, it's late in the day.
Yep.
We're gonna start losing sunlight. So I noticed that my Bondo is taking a little longer to dry. So we're just gonna finish it for today. I don't want to rush it. So far it's coming out great. I hope you guys like the process of how it's going on. It's all time-lapsed, but I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, this was a kind of a random video, but to show you guys what we're trying to do, which on time-lapse you'll see it, but we'll come back here and show you guys what's done. Do you want to explain?
So what we did so far, as you guys seen in the videos, first what we did was we sanded down the trunk just to give us a nice little mating surface on it so the Bondo and everything can stick to. Then what we did was we used the 3M tape that came with the wing and we put it at the bottom. We cleaned it all up. We stuck it on there where it's perfectly even on each sides. And like I said, for this eBay wing on here, which I paid less than 90 bucks for it, it fit perfect. No fitment issues. It matched up perfectly with the body lines. So now what we did was when we had it molded up to the trunk, we used the Bondo to fill up the little gaps. So now we're in the process of smoothing it out so it matches the trunk. So when we do go to lay the carbon fiber on the top layer, you don't see a weird line on here. Like you can tell this was added on to the trunk and then carbon fiber on top. It's gonna be a smooth transition. So it's gonna look all one piece. And then we also filled up the gap at the bottom. Here we're not gonna match it up with the body line or anything. We want to keep that look. So what we did was we just filled up the little gap so I don't have any carbon fiber I want to go in there and then I have a sharp edge. We're going to come back on the next video and we're going to sand all this down perfectly smooth. We're also going to be adding more Bondo on top of here just because we still have low spots and yeah, it's not perfect yet. Like I said, we are just running out of time, so that's why we're ending the video today on here. Next Wednesday when we come back to you guys, like I said, we're going to be adding more Bondo. We're going to sand it down nice and smooth and then hopefully we should be good to hopefully start laying some carbon at that time. I won't have my vacuum pump at that time, but what we'll do is we'll just do a top layer of carbon over the whole thing. And then that should be good enough. And then when I have the vacuum pump, then when we start laying the actual layers of carbon to get the structural support out of it, that's when we'll use the vacuum support. So for next video, we're gonna finish sanding this down with some Bondo, filling it up, make sure it's nice and smooth. We're gonna throw some wax on there, and then we're also gonna show you guys updates on Jermaine's car, so we can finish his car.
Putting back together, partially putting back together next Wednesday, so we can bolt the manifold onto it, and then finish tacking up the
hood exit,
the hood dump, and the wastegate piping. So stick around for that one. I'm excited for this car to freaking leave that garage already.
Yes, sir.
6 months.
So that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Gotcha.